Hey, this is Redban, and you're listening to the Death Squad Podcast Network. This episode of Muff Said and all the podcasts that we do here at Death Squad can be found on our website, deathsquad.tv, and on iTunes under Death Squad. There's only a handful of t-shirts left, so don't sleep. If you want them, go to deathsquad.tv and click on Death Squad Store. If you want to help us out, click on the big shop button at deathsquad.tv. That will open up Amazon.com like normal, but anytime you make a purchase using that link, we get a few pennies every time you spend $1. It helps out, it adds up, so please, anytime you're shopping at Amazon, don't forget about us. And now, here's a brand new episode of Muff Said.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. I challenge you to fight on the 4th of July.
Does he have a beard?
Me and
always
you.
revert back to this.
Some
This isn't-
holds barred. That means
this
no
isn't a
smiling.
feasible
I'm going to
Wait.
fight you, Joe Rogan.
I have a death
And
squad.
everyone wants to see it. Me and you, 4th of July, it's over.
Tell Randy I just got my black belt. I'm not fucking around.
No smiling, Joe. That's my rule. Yeah, ground and pound or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Want to get crazy, Randy? You son of a bitch.
It's time!
Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at God as I fell. I crawled out my grave. I trimmed my soul for some flesh. This is my cannibal quest. I wasn't looking for this, but now you look like steak. Your head, I'll be holding. Ripped jeans, bones were showing. Fright night, chocolate glowing. I just scored some bad souls, baby. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But I just did bad souls. Your face looks tasty. It's hard to look right. Eyesight's hazy, but I smell your blood trail, and you smell tasty. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But I just did bad souls. Your face looks tasty. It's hard to look right.
Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from the Ice House Comedy Club for a new episode of Muff Said. And here is your host. And by the way, that was MC Chris with Tasty Face, bath salts, and zombies. Perfect for this. But anyways, here's Ryan Keely.
Hey, my name's Brian Keely. Welcome to Muff Said. We have a very exciting show tonight. We have two guests in-house, and they're...
Oh my.
I know. What's up?
Who was that?
No.
That was Brian.
We have our old friends Dan Panosian and Jeff Johnson back for more.
Yes.
Here.
We also are drinking, tonight we're starting off with the St. Peter's sorghum beer. Beer made from sorghum, contains no wheat or barley, and it is motherfucking delicious.
And
And
Lucifer.
also, yes, we will
Also
get
Lucifer.
also Lucifer
In honor of Dave Johnson.
in honor of Dave Johnson, who cannot be here today.
The devil pig.
Bringer of light.
We also have a part 2 to our E3 podcast. Some of you remember our interview with Muzza Fuzza. We have a much more exciting interview today. Why don't you tell me about it, Redban?
We have from Gears of War, Epic Games, the very awesome Cliffy B. We talked to him briefly about his new game, about retro games and stuff like that. We'll take a look at that in a bit. But
Yeah.
I'm more excited about this other thing that's sitting behind you, Dexter style, that I can't wait. Like, we should just show it now, right?
We should just get into it.
Yeah.
We need to do it for a while. Let's go ahead.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do this. This
we
now,
allowed to?
yeah, this is from the same creator that did the zombie
Goodness.
over here. Wait, before you do anything, real quick, he also did the Exorcist zombie that's been here at Death Squad. Which is one of my favorite things ever. And this guy that does this, he just got laid off. He used to do this for a living, and he just has a small little website, and he makes these little creations. But he's just been helping us out here at Death Squad, and he's donated these to Death Squad Studios. And so if you want something crazy like a doll like this hanging out in your sweet office, check him out. It's sinisterprops.com. Just tell him that Brian from Death Squad sent you, and he'll hook you up. But this I've been talking about for some time, and I'm so excited to show it. So why don't you slowly first take off the plastic bag that's on the head of the mannequin, which is great. Now there is a bloody Dexter style, I don't know, towel over it.
Was that extra?
No, I don't even know. Opening this up, by the way, I haven't looked at this yet, but opening this up out of a box that comes to you in your doorstep was very creepy.
Yeah,
All right.
I bet.
So let's take off the second bloody towel.
Careful, Brian.
Which appears to be, oh, look at that. It's
Wow.
Hitler zombie. So if you, I don't know if you want to take off some of the plastic from it. I'm actually going to, if you guys want to talk for a second, I'm going to run over there and show you something crazy that this thing does.
You did a great job.
Yeah,
Jeez.
check this out.
Holy.
Well, he had to go somehow.
Yeah. I wonder who shot him.
Me and
Ava?
Freund.
Ava, probably. Yeah, is that?
I threw in a little German there, Jeff.
It was very erudite of you.
Oh,
it like
oh
that.
gosh.
That's exactly how I pictured zombie Hitler.
Yeah, very lifelike. Or unlifelike.
Unlifelike.
Extremely unlifelike.
It's more of a where's
Is that
the
a dagger? Oh, it's a bayonet.
So definitely. Where's the stash?
Something.
Does he have the stash?
No.
Well, that's for legal reasons. I don't think he sells it with the stash, but I already have one ordered from the Amazon company.
Yeah, why for legal
The
reasons
Hitler stash.
can you not have a Hitler stash
Because
on it?
the Hitler family is going to be like, we
Hey.
don't think that was a really
No, they want money.
appropriate thing to do.
No, they want money for it. They're not stupid. They're like, if you want to use the stash, that costs extra,
Listen,
and we get money.
The good name of Hitler cannot be
Oh yeah, besmirch.
denigrated with
We
your
can't-
zombie shenanigans.
Yeah, we can't besmirch anything.
Yeah, so check out Sinister Props, and I want to thank that guy so much. He's going through some hard times and stuff. So if you guys like
Give him money.
his stuff, give him money. Fucking buy some shit from him. I know I love his work. His work is really amazing, and it's very homemade, handcrafted. Like the Exorcist puppet actually has speakers in the back of it, and its head moves around using a remote control. I mean, he just does really quality work, and he should do
Everything you never knew you needed.
And it's all organic, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing's organic.
Yep.
Organic,
Exactly.
vegan.
Wow.
It's definitely
It's brown rice. Yeah.
That thing is terrifying.
I like it, man. It's very Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's rough.
I want to put it in a bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, just in a really creepy place in the bathroom. So like hidden behind a door, so you don't really realize that it's there till close the door and you're stuck in the bathroom
And
with
the
it. And you're
eyes
like,
go on.
I think that no matter where it's at in the bathroom, it's going to be creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
I'm just creeped
sitting
out
on
by
the toilet. And you have to move him. Go, do you mind? It's my turn.
I have to do number 2.
I do know that the redhead chick, the Veronica chick, or whatever her name is,
I love her,
mannequin,
by the way.
that one still scares me every day when I walk into this door because I always forget that there's a chick standing there, and
With
every 3
nunchucks.
times, with nunchucks and a falcon.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you're going to see that or not.
It's a dangerous weapon.
Badass.
But yeah,
If you could do throw
I'm
nunchucks,
afraid
right?
of things that fuck with you in the bathroom.
Not well.
I can do them.
Did we have this conversation about it and who was it that was? Never mind. I don't watch horror movies because I saw it and then I saw what's the one with the bees? Candyman.
Is that?
Candyman, where you go into the bathroom, you stay in the mirror, and you say Candyman.
Yeah, never done
And he
that.
fucks with you in the bathroom, and that's such a safe zone for me that I can't watch horror movies because I don't want the idea of anything fucking with me while I'm naked and vulnerable.
And pooing.
That's hot.
Well, if Ryan's doing it, I guess. but most people,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah, look,
Not you, certainly.
No. God, no.
I finally went and I installed a magazine rack next to my toilet. So I just finally broke down and I have now, instead of having the stack of reading materials next to the toilet, I now have it's like a nice installation.
So you've given up.
I've given.
I mean, that's you just thrown the towel in. Is that what you're telling me?
Dude, I live in LA. I'm never gonna get married. I'm never gonna have children. Dating in this town is a disaster. At this point, I don't care.
Well, I think that's an incredibly mixed signal when you walk in oh, Ryan Keely's house. Ryan Keely, super hot. Stack of magazines in the bathroom.
and it's country living
Yeah,
next to a
right.
penthouse.
It's Bridesmaid and whatnot in the bathroom.
Actually, currently it's usually Ink magazine. Currently Wovable Oaf, the obscure Wovable Oaf. It's like a gay indie comic. It's amazing.
With the speech impediment? With the
Yes, he's
Lovable.
lovable. He's lovable. I couldn't get enough of Henry and Glenn for forever, so that's what I'm reading now. So it's like that and like Tatler magazine and then like a couple penthouses.
It's not bad.
It's a variety.
Wait, do you have the penthouses that you're in?
No, because it's weird.
Oh, that's weird. That takes it too far.
Installing the magazine rack into the wall next to my toilet.
That's awesome.
Posture and dignity.
Yes,
exactly.
at all times.
No. What are you opening up over there?
I got my comics today.
Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you need to loan me Adventure Time officially.
Well,
The comic? Or
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
the comics.
Did you have one last
You
time?
need to start
He
with
read
the
them.
You need to start with the
The
cartoon.
cartoon's
first.
amazing.
Okay.
And you could just get that on iTunes, or that's what I did. I just bought the season. I get season passes now on iTunes. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah,
nice.
they're great.
Every time you turn on your iPad. And it's Adventure Time comic book. This is I've ordered the subscription where you get both versions of the covers, so I get two floors.
Fancy.
And check this out. Here's all the other covers. I don't know if you guys are Adventure Time fans, but
I've never read the comic. May I see that one? Can I
yeah.
read?
Absolutely.
You'll never get that back, by the way.
No, it's not keeping this now.
But it's the art is very well done. I mean, if you're a fan of the cartoon, the art is very similar
Jeff
to
hates cartoons.
the cartoon.
Yeah, it's my entire
Let me
life.
see that.
This is also something that me and Ryan got at E3. This is a Adventure Time button that for the new video game that's coming
Yes.
out.
Oh,
I don't know if we
sweet.
talked about.
We
last
got that
time.
guy's business card. I have to find it because when it comes out, he is going to come on our show and he's going to tell us all about it, whether he likes it or
Fantastic.
not.
Yeah, and I think maybe we could try to get Pennington Ward on, also the creator of Adventure Time, maybe on at the same time, which would be really cool.
Oh,
'cause we're
there's
all-
princesses.
Oh, dude, it's all about princesses.
Are you
It's-
serious?
Ryan's in.
Oh yeah, it's about saving
That's all it
princes.
took.
There's a great episode, Dan, that's all
my
they
gosh.
learn all their ninja skills.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's because they just run around like you used to do, going like,
pretending.
yeah, I'm ninja skill, like ninja kick, ninja sneak.
I was like 15 running around in like the forest with like my katana.
No,
Like-
what do you mean 15? You were like 40.
I was last week.
Yeah,
I
it was
running around
recently.
with my play sword.
Yeah, you don't actually have very many swords at your house. I'm kind of disappointed.
Me?
They're
Yeah.
hidden.
I have more swords than you.
I don't actually have a sword. I do have like some old bayonets. Like
Yeah,
from
I
World
have
War
2
II.
machetes and 2 lightsabers. I'm kind of disappointed in you.
I have an
Neither
M16.
one of those is
though.
really a sword.
Okay,
Yeah.
shut up.
I have a lot of firearms. I guess you shouldn't say that in California because they hate you.
They're
but-
all registered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about buying a gun. Was it you?
We
yeah, it
need
was-
to go
yeah.
buy a gun.
Me and Ryan were.
We need to go. Like, I really, really, really want to go.
You guys are worried about zombies though, right? Isn't that
Yes.
the thing?
Yes.
So headshots.
There's one already in Death Squad.
Yeah, we have a
Jeff?
zombie infestation that I'm currently dealing
Oh,
with.
Hitler. I'm sorry. My apologies.
And what was interesting about that opening song, by the way, with the MC Chris song, is that,
That was
it was
great.
based on the Miami bath salts guy. That
God, did you see the pictures of that dude?
Yeah,
The guy wasn't on bath salts.
Yeah,
so.
well, yeah. They just announced today, I think, or yesterday,
Yeah,
that he was actually on marijuana. So
Yeah.
that just means
That's lies.
well, I mean, if he was on
Lies.
marijuana, it just means that it had nothing to do
No,
with
he was just crazy,
He was
out
just
of his
crazy.
mind.
He was a
and-
zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, how many times? I mean, unless you really had the munchies really, really bad from
a good point.
smoking
But why
weed.
would you
great point.
chew on someone's face? Yeah, but that guy's dude had a beard. I would
What-
not want to chew on someone's face if they had a beard.
What I loved is they
I'd
asked
look
him
for
to
like a
stop.
soft Asian guy.
Yeah,
true.
that'd be like chicken. You know,
Yeah.
that would
Find
be
the
like
Asian
nice.
dude.
I think more like duck.
Duck. Yeah.
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 Fat-
Peking,
it's fatty.
Peking,
Peking duck.
Peking duck. Yeah.
No, they
Now
asked,
I'm
they asked the
hungry.
dude to stop, and
Exactly.
then he just looked at them and then just resumed munching.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, we got to shoot this guy.
Well, once you've started,
It's like, hey,
like, once
I'm in the
you're-
middle of something.
Yeah.
I'm biting this dude's
Whoa,
face
whoa!
off.
This took serious commitment to get going. I don't just.
Yeah, this was a
stop.
big decision. I'm
Yeah.
going to eat this dude. So,
I think the thing that we need to think about though is that bath salts have been getting a bad rap lately
seriously,
in the news.
they can't
and
be that bad.
I wanna try them now.
I brought some that we can all do.
Let's do it.
It's actually more.
I'm totally down. By the way, I will
more-
totally fucking do drugs right now.
Sadly, they're bath salts from Walgreens.
Yeah, it's more of a pepper,
Yeah.
a sink pepper.
Now, do you snort
The
them, or
mango
do you
flavor?
just sit in them for a long time until you go crazy? Like, what's the?
You're in the bath.
I think you
You're
smoked
sudsing
them
up.
like.
Yeah, they're actually not bath salts. That's just how they sell them to legally sell them.
Yeah, so it's not for consumption.
Yeah, it's actually it's supposed to. I've also heard where there's things like incense, where it's sold as incense.
Yeah, it's like potpourri,
You know,
they
like,
sell it.
Yeah, which is salvia. that's sold as an incense.
Jeff, you don't know anything about that, do you?
I love salvia.
Oh,
Do you?
gosh.
It's great.
Jeff's got some great salvia stories.
Do you have any salvia videos?
I do not.
He made one with Miley Cyrus, I think.
Oh,
didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best things ever when I first found out about salvia, and I don't promote salvia at all. I think it's something that I enjoyed trying once or twice, but after a while I'm like, okay, it's fucked up. And I did it. And I did it how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it with a friend or other people in the room to watch you and stuff like that.
So you don't jump out a window or something.
Yeah,
You can't jump. There's no jumping.
You're paralyzed.
But it did make you feel like shit afterwards. Like it gave me the sweats where I was like, you know what, this is not healthy for you. So whatever this is my body does not want this in me.
Well, it's not designed. It's not supposed to be recreational.
Right.
It's spiritual.
Yeah, Dan, it's spiritual.
Listen, I've never tried it. Kiss me.
Have you ever done salvia, Ryan?
No, I remember that I had to smoke fake marijuana for this movie that I was in that's coming out, and it was a really shitty experience.
Oh, like legit fake
So
marijuana.
like legit fake. So I shot this movie. It's called Girls Gone Dead. It's coming out sometime next month. It's exactly what it sounds like. And there was all the scenes where I had to smoke. I had to smoke fake marijuana in the scene, and I was getting so fucked up from the fake marijuana because it was like gross and making me sick.
What is fake marijuana?
I have no idea.
It's
not real marijuana.
Yeah, they call it. I forget what they call it. They call it spice. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And I actually know somebody when I was in Ohio doing some shows that they drug tested him for marijuana, so he did spice instead.
But
and the dude was like running off the road. The dude was like, "Fuck." He was like, "Yeah, this lasts." Yeah, it's like this lasts for like 3 hours, and I'm like, "What? That's not like anything like marijuana."
No, it makes you a little hyper too.
Yeah,
it's crazy and weird. And so I had to actually go out and buy real
March
pot
2020.
because it was less upsetting to me than the spice bullshit. So
Well,
if you see
because
Girls Gone Dead, I'm smoking real marijuana.
Did you get high from the spice or not?
Oh my god, I got so high. I couldn't even function. Like I could not function.
Was it a good high or is it like
No, it was awful. It was like
it's a
headachy and I was irritable.
It's a speedy high. A lot of high school kids do it because they're like, we can get this anytime we want. Jeff, I know you're freaked out that I even know this. So.
I'm surprised. You're not much of a drug guy, and yet you seem to be very well informed.
I know all about this stuff.
Yeah. Why is it that you know about this stuff, but you don't know about other?
I've never done shroom. No, that's not.
You've never done shroom?
No, that's not true.
Oh.
It's not true. It's not true anymore.
I can't. Thanks to Jeff.
Thank you.
We had an experience. And
we had a little bit of experience. No, I've tried everything just about once or twice.
I'm a very bad.
Some things like Probably
I think you're a good influence.
I'm a mind-altering influence.
Jeff's not a good influence.
Jeff is definitely a good
Jeff's
influence.
a good companion to do it with. He's smiling the whole time while your life's going crazy.
Sure.
I mean, he's nice in that way.
It's lucky that I'm already kind of crazy.
So my favorite thing about doing mushrooms with the group of people that we did it with is all a bunch of artists. And we're all sitting around and we're coming down at the end of the night and we're watching the Queen live at Montreal that's on Netflix right now, which is fantastic.
Yes.
That was my safe zone.
It's amazing. That's where we're doing. At one point, he's like, "Can we watch Queen?"
And everyone's like, "What's up with Dan?"
Yeah, whatever. Sure, if that's your thing.
So we're watching Queen, and there's this part where Freddie Mercury does the best costume change of all time. Like, I have never seen a more epic costume change ever. And he's wearing... And so, we're all high, and it's maybe about... We're all creative types, I'd say, in this environment. I'm probably, like artsy creative types. It's all a bunch of artists sitting around. There's like 6 of us. And we can't, it takes us 15 minutes to come to the conclusion that none of us watch enough sports to figure out what sports team hat.
That's true. We had no idea. I think it was like a Canadian baseball team.
No, we found it out. Somebody, Kimberly Kane asked the internet, and it was the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, see,
isn't that redundant?
Right. Which is the worst name for
Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, it's a hockey team. It's a hockey team.
Brian, you might know
I don't know sports at all.
Do you watch any sports, Brian?
No, just UFC. And I get to go to Vegas next.
You lucky duck.
Next week. And
I heard Rogan got his
it's my
black
birthday
belt last week.
Yep, well, actually last night I think maybe, or at least I found out about it last night. But
I found out via Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I think that's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a black belt in taekwondo that he has now.
Yeah, he had that.
Is that fight really happening? I'm so mad that I'm probably going to be out of town while that fight is happening. That was advertised in the beginning of our show.
Oh, the fight between Randy Lickey and Joe Rogan. Yeah, that's happening July 4th in Imaginary Land.
Are people? Oh.
Aww. Can't they at least wrestle in Jello or something.
I don't know. They might do
I
something.
don't think Joe would do that, honestly.
Might do something. Yeah, that
not
means
gonna-
that you
no,
know
he's
that they're
not
doing
gonna-
something. You're not telling us about it. I see how it is.
So Brian,
It's my birthday next week. You're not telling me shit.
When's
Your
your
birthday-
birthday?
July 2nd.
Monday.
This is Monday. I'm gonna be
Look, I'm
28 years old.
I know the facts, dude.
28.
28. Yeah. The last movie I was in was called MILF on MILF.
MILF on MILF.
Was that theatrical release? Was that
Yes.
Some places. Some places.
Coming to an AMC near you. Ryan Keely and Diana Prince.
Oh,
In
Diana
MILF on
Prince.
MILF. Yeah.
Are there zombies in that? Or there's no zombies?
There's a lot of eating,
There'll be
but not at
zombies.
faces.
Touche.
Yeah, this is actually my last year in porn because of the fact that they're putting me in movies called MILF on MILF.
Oh, you don't like that?
At 28?
No, at 28. And so finally,
you could have a baby.
You're way
People
too
have
young.
babies at
So what
21.
you're saying is just you're too young. To
It's
be
just a
young.
mom.
I'm too young to be a MILF.
Absolutely.
No, you're not too young to be a mommy.
You just have
I'm
to
not
start.
having babies. That's gross.
Yeah, but you're not. But
I'm sorry. How many alien pregnancies did Scully have on X-Files? I'm not having a fucking baby. That shit's disturbing.
I'm gonna,
You know, I've never
say
watched the-
3.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like 3, right?
yeah. So growing up watching X-Files,
You mean wait, whoa. Sorry, this is mind blowing for me. So that woman had alien babies, like
she had
aliens
3
were-
alien pregnancies.
Aliens were fucking her.
No.
So how do you?
No,
I don't get
no,
it.
no. I'm not going to explain X-Files to
I've
you.
never watched X Files. I've never watched it, but I saw this stupid movie. I saw
Oh,
that.
you can't. You're embarrassed. Like, you can't.
Remember that guy with the briefcase and he looked all angry? I saw that.
Speaking of movies, Prometheus.
Oh no! Don't get Jeff
Didn't
going.
you talk about that last week?
Oh yeah, never mind. We talked about it last
But
week.
I want to see Brave. I've been
like
hearing.
you.
I
loved
at first I heard. You told me it was good. You were the
Oh, you
first
saw it,
person
Jeff?
to tell me the good, Jeff. That. But everyone before you told me, it's very Disney. It's not very Pixar-y. It's kind of slow. But then you were the first person to actually say that you liked it. And
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Were you high?
Maybe. I mean, I might have been.
But you, Dan Panosian,
Yeah.
admit to liking some interesting movies on Twitter yourself, and sometimes
Interesting.
I have to question your judgment.
Well, such as.
Well,
Are
I
you talking about the TV shows I watch with Elena?
no, we're not
'Cause
even.
those are questionable.
Those are that's watching TV with your wife, who's really hot, so it's different.
All right.
I think you said you liked John Carter. I thought you said
Yeah, I
you
did.
liked Prometheus.
Here's the problem with John Carter. They marketed it wrong.
Okay.
Because they were worried about Mars Needs Moms. Did
Right,
so
right.
poorly.
They changed the name from John
Yeah.
Carter of Mars
It's
to
John
just
Carter-
John Carter because
John Carter, you could have gone to high school with John Carter.
Right.
But John Carter, Warlord of Mars, is a whole different
that's
animal.
a badass movie.
Yeah. And they also said, here you have the guy who wrote and created John Carter. That's Edgar Rice Burroughs, who created Tarzan. You know when you see these lame movies, like, from the producer of the movie you didn't see comes this. You're like, well, I didn't see that movie, but my jackass friend liked that, so I guess this has some street cred. It's like from the guy who created Tarzan, who also created this.
And
you're like,
Tarzan
you know
had
what? I
full
like
frontal
Tarzan.
nudity in the 30s. If you watch those old Tarzan
Did it
movies.
really?
Oh yeah.
Really? No.
There's in the underwater swimming scene, straight up boobs.
Oh,
Also
well,
a little bit
I'll
of
take-
bush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
fully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know about Tarzan being there.
No, I thought Carter was fun. Like the thing, you read the books, right? When you were
Yeah.
The movie is a great adaptation of the book.
Yeah, I thought so. It was a lot of action.
Yeah,
You like action, right, Jeff?
I will give
I'm
it
a fan. I'm a huge fan.
No, I liked it. You didn't like it? Did you see it, Ryan?
No, but I was
Well,
judging
come
you.
on.
I was
I didn't
judging
see
you.
Wait, you were
Prometheus,
judging
right?
him even though you hadn't seen it?
Well,
Yes.
That's
yeah.
fair. That's totally
That's
fair.
like an argument Jeff and I have. I haven't seen Prometheus, but I'll argue with him about it.
Oh, that's good. That it makes sense. Well, what,
Oh, wait a minute.
What's your point of
Brian's
view?
checking for frontal
I want to
nudity.
see. I want to see.
And I think it's Maureen O'Hara, who was like Vivian Leigh's mom. Or somebody's hot mom. Raquel Welch's mom.
I like her voice.
I know.
Wait, that's not,
Tarzan, cut it out!
oh,
Oh, God. Tarzan's a
I thought
man.
she hit her and threw him.
Tarzan's a total man. Look at him. Come here, you.
You see that cut?
Which guy? I'm not.
Oh my God.
That's
Damn.
not full frontal, but that's close enough for me.
So this was in an actual movie with no ratings. and you could-
Wait, there's boobs.
What's he
There's
doing
side
to her?
boob. There's side boob.
That's Jane?
he's
Having his way-
wooing her.
Oh my God, he's raping and killing her.
Monkey business. A little. He's going ape.
This is like Archie Bunker extreme shit.
Look
This
at-
is
now
foreplay
she's
in
like,
the 30s.
She's like, you know what? I can't swim too well. Let me just latch on.
Let me
to you,
choke. No,
Tarzan."
she is choking him,
is that
trying
what
to
they're
kill
doing?
him
Oh.
because he is trying to murder her.
She's taking off his pants. What's going
Oh
on
my
here?
God, that is pretty hot.
Is that Ryan?
No, it's warm. It's awesome.
I thought that was wrong.
She just farted. You see that?
Nice. Wow, they're like it's like little acrobatics underwater.
They're both farting.
They're
I don't
falling in
know
love.
is
They're
that
falling
the
in love.
guy who was the Olympic swimming
Johnny
champion?
Weiss. Yeah.
Is that Johnny Weissmuller? And
Yeah.
he's getting, you know what? When I first moved to Orange County,
I swear there's boobs.
I almost
in
moved
Bush
into
Gardens.
his apartment.
See? Oh wait, almost.
Almost doesn't count, does it? Oh
Getting
God,
side boob.
Kind of.
Counts for me.
that's good enough for me. For a married guy, that's
Oh, here's
phenomenal.
a flip.
There we go. Oh,
Oh,
snap.
right
Oh
there.
my God,
I saw it.
Ryan, you really know your stuff.
Oh, there's more.
See,
Oh.
I told you.
Wow.
I'd like to see them kiss. Is that weird?
How is that even possible? So, do you think like there's somebody in like the
This was
MPAA?
before the rate. This was before the ratings.
So if
board.
you're a little kid and you're like, Daddy, let me go see Tarzan, and then you're seeing
He
this
goes,
scene.
yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
It's like, yeah, we can see Tarzan again.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Never knew.
I like the way they had little
30s
acrobatics.
nudity.
They never went up. Well, they went up for like once or twice.
It was filmed.
It's
It
movie
wasn't filmed
magic.
actually in the jungle.
They
Why-
I think they did it a lot back then because of that. They had to have, right? Like look at this old scene with donkeys and shit.
Wait a minute here.
Wait, is this full frontal donkey?
Brian, where are we going?
Well, if you guys don't know,
Donkeys don't make milk.
they-
What the?
you
they
take you
do.
take a bunch of milk from donkeys, right? And you get a bunch of guys to carry them up into the tower and pour it into this thing.
Sure.
And because princesses and like a lot of beautiful women love to take milk baths, and that's why it's so popular in porn.
Yeah, but
because back
donkey
in
milk?
the day, that was something that they did for princesses.
Yeah, but why
I'm just
donkey
making this
milk?
shit up, but but
But
It's
here's
supposed to
another,
be very good for your skin.
Look at her go, though.
but here's another. Yeah, this is the milk bath scene from.
Oh, I just saw some nip.
It's quite frothy.
It is frothy, Jeff.
From the
She's-
sign of the cross.
So one of the
She's squirming.
skills that I have learned from working in porno is I can now take a shower or a bath for like 35 minutes and make it interesting.
I'm sure you can.
I'm sure it doesn't take that long.
No, because the thing is, when I first started doing it, like I'm in my personal life, I'm a fairly quick shower, but working in adult, like, you know, they're like going to shoot the softcore scene, and since you can't like masturbate because it's softcore, you have to like suds yourself up for like 35 minutes.
I do that.
Look, this chick has a hookah. This girl's in a milk bath, and then this other girl's like, "Hey, come over here and smoke some of this fine weed."
God, I was born at the wrong time.
Straight
Jeff,
up-
you should have been a film director back then.
I should have lived back then.
Oh, look at this! Oh, look, a little cat's drinking a little milk.
Sure, why not? Donkey milk has more vitamin D. Everybody knows that. What is it?
Marcus, already?
Already?
No, lady.
Oh, who's your little friend?
I want to take a milk bath with you.
Every
Listen,
porno
we just
plot
need to say, I'm happy we just if we watch this film.
That's
I'm
like
okay.
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, can this be the rest of the thing? We'll just watch this film.
Yeah, right.
Gracious.
I know Veronica Ricci did a milk bath scene and before. I don't know if you've ever done one, Ryan. Which she hated it. She said it was disgusting. Where it was like a girl thing, and they did girl with milk.
I've never done milk. I've done ice cream, chocolate sauce, which looks like feces. Ice cream, chocolate sauce, whipped cream. I think that's it. Oh, no, I did frosting.
Does your pussy have diabetes?
Yeah, well, I mean, was it
Well, I
2%?
spend the whole time trying to keep it away from my pussy so I don't get a yeast infection. Because you're not supposed to put, like, sugary things on your vagina because it'll
Yeah,
fuck
but then
with
you
your-
take that 35-minute shower. and
Then take the
you're-
35-minute
you're
shower, yes.
Well, I guess I can't kiss your vagina then, because my lips are all sugary. I don't know what that means.
Oh, boy.
I think I just got acne.
On your pussy.
On your pussy.
Yeah, well, that's where I get it.
So I want to talk
Jeff.
about iPad video games for a little while.
Oh.
So I am behind on my column. I've never been behind on my column before. I am behind on my column because this week I have been playing iPad video games like it's going out of style. Like I spent literally 8 hours the other night playing Heroes Call and then with Farscape on in the background, intermittently masturbating.
Whoa.
Which season?
Yeah, that's
Jeff,
pretty
not
important.
I mean, no, that's a very important question. Which season?
You
Well,
and Brian.
I just started watching it, so it's still the first season where Aaron and John are being all like they've got they're doing the Scully and the Mulder.
No, so there's a lot of sexual tension.
There's a lot of tension.
No, I understand.
So you're
That's-
playing a video game, watching the show, and then you're going, hey.
Now, when you say
I can
masturbating, you're
press
just kind
other
of like
buttons.
diddling. You're not like really going at it.
Well,
You're just kind of
so
playing with yourself.
I'm playing Heroes Call, which is it's a free to play iPad game. But the thing is that if you don't like do micropayments, it makes you wait for the quest to load. It'll wait between
Uncool.
5 minutes or
Oh my
30
God.
minutes or an hour.
Not cool.
That's not
So-
cool at all for gamers.
Nope.
So-
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
I'd
either.
rather take a Visa commercial for 30 seconds.
I'll take one of those progressive commercials. Any
Well,
Those
I
are
passed
funny.
my
Yeah.
time JOing watching Farscape, so it was not. It was actually quite a lovely night in.
day. JOA.
JOing.
Doesn't that shit just
J-O-O.
kill your battery?
JOing. What? Huh?
Doesn't that shit just kill your battery? It's like, hey, wait 30 minutes while we kill your battery. That just seems like an annoying tactic to try to advertise.
Well, then, or I'll switch to a different game. I'll go play more Battleheart, or I need friends
You are
on
really,
Dragonvale.
you actually
I
really
really
are a
need friends.
nerd, to be honest. Ryan, I hate to say this, but
Dan would beat you up in high school if that was how it was going down.
I was kind of a
did get
jerk
beat
in
up
high
in high
school.
school.
I was a real jerk.
No, I did get beat up in high school. I was either in the library or in the bathroom hiding.
I got beat up in grade school, so then I became a jerk in high school. That's how it
So
works.
if anyone plays Dragonvale out there, I'm looking to have friends on Dragonvale because I bought the gem tree and I can gift you gems.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
I'm in.
you bought the gem tree?
Shut up.
You don't have an iPad. You can't
I
be
do.
in.
I have a half an iPad.
I mean, your wife has an iPad.
She has 3/4. I don't even have half, to be honest. There's an iPad in the house that I've seen here and there.
Right. So do you have your wife has an iPad? You're not playing video games on it.
No.
No.
I've used the calculator function once or twice.
Yeah. To
I
find
beat
out how much it
Plants
cost
vs.
you.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What? Huh? Yeah. Why don't you get to play it then? Why don't
I'll
you
play.
why don't you
I'll
take back?
play you in a weirdo game with gems. And
Weirdo
forest.
game
Yeah.
with gems and force. How
Listen,
dare
I'm
you?
not like a comic book nerd. Like with.
Yeah, but you're a
guess I
comic
am.
book. You're not. You're so you're
I
not.
like Conan and Wolverine.
Yeah. Gay.
It's not gay, Jeff.
Have you ever combined the two at home?
Yes.
Like I have Conan, but he has Wolverine's claws.
I really wanted Wolverine claws when I was a kid.
You have Wolverine claws now.
No, those are Autumn's. He let me borrow them. for
Can we
Autumn.
just fuck Autumn?
So can we need to get you. What you're saying is we need to get your own Wolverine claws.
I can't constantly borrow Autumn's Wolverine.
No, you
claws.
can't. No, Wolverine can't borrow his claws.
I
That's
guess I
just
am kind of a
embarrassing.
nerd. If I want to have Wolverine claws,
Yeah.
You're willing to borrow them
and I play pretend I'm Conan all the time,
all the time,
like all the time,
like every day.
and I want to play the gem game.
Wait. So this is how much the Dan actually—he's not kidding around. His car is named
Mitra. Yeah,
and his motorcycle, his Harley, used to be named Belit.
yeah, which is Conan's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why did you rename it?
No, I got like the little personalized license plate.
Yeah, no, it
It's
was-
like hi and
But what's funny about that is that all the guys who ride Harleys know exactly who the fuck that is.
that's true. They do. They're all Conan.
They're like,
fans.
oh, Belit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you still drawing Conan?
No, they asked me to draw another couple issues, and
You
I
should.
couldn't because I have this European graphic novel stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how it goes.
The life of a successful comic book artist.
I really want to be drawing Conan.
Your Conan was awesome.
I don't know about that. I kind of froze up. I was so excited to draw it that I like reverted back like 3 years, and everything came out kind of stiff and,
No,
and
yeah.
lame.
No, I
I'm
think-
very unhappy with.
I think your version of freezing up is not because you can't live up to the idea of what you think it's going to be.
I'd like to ink you.
No.
Your Conan story.
No, my Conan is not nearly as massive and powerful as yours.
Is Conan the next?
Not powerful enough.
Is Conan the next comic?
What's that, Brian?
Is Conan the next comic book character to come out? Do you think?
What?
Have you been hearing about all these? Have you been hearing about all these comic books that have been coming out?
Oh,
lately?
yeah.
That'd be funny if they just started like going after like
Conan
Conan.
can't go out.
I don't
No.
know.
I would not. I
don't
would
think
not
that's
think that was
happening.
cool at all.
What are you working on these days, Jeff?
Still doing Transformers.
Still doing Transformers?
Still doing Transformers. Yeah, a couple more episodes, and then I'm out of a job.
What are you gonna do, Jeff? What are you gonna do?
I guess. I mean, I can juggle,
He can juggle.
and then maybe I can tap a little bit. So
You? Oh, well. I was watching.
I'm gonna
Jeff.
find something to do.
What was that game you were playing at my place when we were experimenting with Mother Nature? What was that thing?
I'm so glad you said Mother Nature. We were experimenting with our bodies.
Yeah, well, you guys were.
I mean, like
airplane.
Airplane. Yeah, the Cirque du Soleil thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't make money at that.
Is there any more beer?
Yes,
There is.
we can take care of that.
Let's pop that open.
This podcast is kind of all over the place. I beat Plants vs. Zombies. I just want to tell everyone.
So what's the cool? Like, so what's the
What's
cool
the
new
end?
video game?
What's at the end of Plants and Zombies? What happens?
A really bad music video.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the shittiest music video of all time. And I thought it'd be awesome because the game is amazingly epic, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play all the mini games. But yeah.
So
no.
what is it? You're searching for gems?
No, that's a different game. That's Heroes Call. I need to get gems so I can buy more health and power potions. So I'm in that game. I'm fighting a lot of fire goblins.
Did you ever play World of Warcraft, or are you like done with that? That's old.
The thing is, so I never
news
really
to
got
you.
into video games because when I was a kid, we didn't have a TV, so obviously we didn't have a console game.
Is that
So-
why you have so many books in your house? Like, is that why
Yeah,
you,
that's
like,
why I read so much.
You're always reading.
Yeah, I was raised without. So I was raised without TV, and so I never got into video games. And now as an adult, I don't have the hand-eye coordination to pick up console games.
Yep.
Or PC, because I haven't been playing them since I was a kid, which is why now I'm obsessed with touch gaming, like completely, thoroughly, 100%.
I've never heard it described that way.
I play
Touch
like
gaming.
2 hours a day of touch gaming, like easily 2
gaming.
hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Brian, have you ever heard that term?
I've heard of it. I haven't got into iPad games as much because I can't even get into anything right now. Like I just wake up and just like, I do have my little things that I do, like go to Starbucks, check Twitter and stuff. But then after that, it's just like, I need to catch up on work. I need to do this.
You don't have to
Brian?
raise your hand. Why are you raising your
I
hand?
have a question.
Yeah.
So you like Starbucks? I went to the
Starbucks.
local Starbucks. I know you don't mean that, Ryan. Although Kieran Dwyer is not a fan of Starbucks. He was sued by them.
Yeah,
But
it was a long time ago.
it's a long time ago. He's over it. They have this new thing called Clover. Have you heard of that?
no.
Clover.
Yeah, at Starbucks, where it's a special like press, like their exotic line of coffees or something like that.
Oh, it's where you come with the press. Does it come with the little coffee press
No,
thing?
they make it. They have a special station. The guy runs over there and he goes, "Okay, you want this special coffee? Let's walk over here." And then the backdrop is all black with nice font and everything. And then the guy sits there. And
What Starbucks are you going to?
yeah.
It's a
you
brand new
should go to, like,
Starbucks.
the
It's by
Apple
Fitum.
bar.
It's by Fitum.
Of course it is.
So you have all the fashion kids over there.
All right.
Which is phenomenal, by the way.
That's kind of cool that they do that because I do like I only drink Starbucks iced coffee now though.
Oh, you're gonna like this. Elena just had it today. She had the iced coffee.
Living
Bruce
downtown, it
McLeod.
seems like an adventure. It seems
the
like
way
a
to go.
lot
It
of-
is an adventure.
It's the way to go, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
And Fitum is amazing because there's a Ralph's. The only grocery store in downtown LA is the Ralph's next to Fitum.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are a single man, just go hang out with a puppy next to Ralph's, and you're gonna meet like
Deal.
100 fashion girls.
I'm
Seriously,
there.
Brian.
Oh, that sounds
puppies.
like a great idea.
It's nuts. I walk by that every time to go to Ralph's. And
It's just like
Fitum, by the way,
hot
for people
20
who don't know, is the Fashion Institute in
design and merchandising. Yeah.
Do you want to borrow a puppy? Is that what you're telling me?
I'll borrow your
It's
puppy.
like Parsons for people that don't know what fashion school is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
like fake
it's
Parsons.
all just like kind of beautiful model chicks that also want to design clothes, and yeah, it's pretty nice.
Making a puppy
and,
sound.
and everybody wears like hot pants. Like that's the thing.
Like hot pants like capris?
No, like
Jeff,
short
these
shorts.
are like fucking
like 70s hot pants. Think what's her face in Taxi Driver?
yeah.
Jodie Foster
Jodie
and Paxton.
Foster.
Oh, that's inappropriate.
It's very inappropriate, but it's quite nice. Brian, I'll meet you over there
I'll be
next
there.
week.
Yeah. I got a Pekingese, but I can borrow.
It's a date for
A
sure.
Pekingese is a good job. Is a good dog
good-
for picking up.
That's
Yeah,
a
it
perfect
totally
dog.
is.
Yeah.
Right, because it always, no matter how old it is, it looks like a puppy.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
But see, I kind of want to have one that would bite the girl, so then I have to pay for her doctor bills and then follow up with her, get her
Brilliant.
phone number and her address and
that's good.
stuff. So I want one that's like a little, bitey,
Aggressive.
aggressive.
You can do that with just small automobile accidents.
Actually, you
It's
know
the
what?
same. You can do the same thing.
Give the dog some spice or bath salts. Right, you're good to go.
a little bit
Let's
of
go
nip
to the park.
Have you ever put a cat on a leash?
Yeah, I've done that in cats.
for fun.
That
I mean,
sounds like a
that's-
future movie.
Wait, cat hats?
Yeah, I'm really big into cat hats, but
So here's the thing.
What?
He
Please
likes
tell me you're
cats.
pulling up pictures right now.
I am. I'll pull this up
I'm
real
more of a
quick.
cat person than a dog person.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
you're,
Ryan.
You're not really either.
Yeah, but I like cats. I had a cat.
You had a cat, but you got rid of it because
I had a cat named Frazetta.
You did, but and it was a great cat.
It's
but
an awesome cat.
It went on your carpet, and now you got rid of it. You're not.
No, Jeff,
that's not a cat
listen,
person.
Listen to me. It went on the carpet. First of all, it's an Oriental rug from my grandfather.
Right? Yeah. No, it's a very
Okay.
nice carpet. We all
And
know that.
and it went on this rug like 3 times, and I told him not to the first time.
Right, and he did. Your cat, weirdly
No,
enough,
my
your
cat
cat
actually
didn't listen.
Jeff, I have a good cat story.
Yeah. Okay, go on. Well, we're
on.
looking for cat in the hat pictures.
This is my cat. See, they used to sell these hats at Target, and they don't sell them anymore. And I bought them all, luckily.
What? Is this you?
Yeah, because people went to the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
when
Yeah.
they tried to put them on their
This-
cats.
Luckily, you got the last one.
Yeah, this is my cat Techie, who often
That's your cat?
often acts like a pirate.
That's kind of
And
cool.
so she's.
You do not like the hats, do you?
But the cat hates it, and they hate.
course.
All my cats
I like
hate
how
it.
sad he
No, he's
looks.
humiliated.
He's
He's
like,
humiliated.
I
the cat.
can't get this.
But look how
please."
smart this cat is. It's like, I know what Velcro is. I know exactly where this label is. I'm going to rip this motherfucker off.
Cats are so smart.
Kitten mittens.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened to me?
Watch. He didn't like had to stop.
He's like in
Figure it
slow
out.
motion.
It's like,
He falls
he's
asleep.
going.
He falls asleep right here. Because he's a lazy cat and he'll just
He is?
fall asleep and forget what he's doing.
How old is he? Oh, he woke up there.
He's a year and a half. It's
he's already falling asleep and he's only a year and a half?
Yeah,
Wait till
it's-
that cat is like 10.
I
He'll
know.
never move.
But see, look,
Oh,
watch.
he got it.
And then he throws it away. Watch.
It's like,
You don't
fucker.
want it.
Yeah, but he's not hyper. Like this.
Throw it
This is
away.
kind of a lazy cat there.
Gotta get it.
Yeah, I have a bunch of gay
good cat.
animals.
I had this.
I'm getting itchy just watching that video.
You don't like cats?
I'm allergic.
I don't think you can
It's
get
why
it.
Brian Redban's and I love for each other can never be consummated.
What? I will get rid of all my animals.
Or it has to be done at some other location.
Yeah, like your location. You have a cooler
Cat
place,
free.
anyways.
Yeah.
But here's my Pekingese that I could bring. If I wanted to.
Whoa.
This is a
What's going on here?
this is a nice video. I don't know why there's
What's
no
he doing?
sound.
Oh, jeez. Why is he?
Yeah.
This is the best thing I think I've ever seen.
You know what that was? If that was black and white, you could put it in. I hope you got them drunk first.
I love that.
So those are my animals I could take to the grocery store.
Not anymore. They'll be walking funny.
Now that they can sign
No
affidavits.
leash necessary. You got to
Yeah.
put them on like some roller skates.
The shame keeps them in line.
Shame kitty.
Yeah, today actually I went through a lot of
That's
my,
actually a T-shirt. Shame kitty.
Shame kitty.
I went through a lot of my old videos today, and I forgot how many stupid ass videos I used to make.
How many hits does that one have?
That one I don't know
That's
because
gotta have tons.
that's like it's all my videos are spread out in a lot of places.
But that was a Funny or Die one, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Funny or Die, I don't get good hits at all on Funny or Die.
Really?
Unless they're on the front page, you
That was
don't
such a
get
good
them.
one, though. Was it like just when the website was starting up, or people didn't know about it?
No, it's just like I never got any love from Funny or Die. I always
Cat
got
porn
love from
didn't-
Break. I always got love from MySpace. Like I used to be on MySpace every. I don't know, like every week I would be on MySpace. Like I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember that. I remember seeing like they'd promote you on that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, because we were promoting Drink and Draw. Well, not we're attempting.
I mean,
in our
promotion's
way.
a strong word.
It's Jeff, me, and Dave.
It was on there.
Yeah, we were on Drink.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I
at
miss
that shit.
MySpace.
Yeah, I don't know. Like here's one like as an example that was really big back in the day on YouTube. This is when I don't know if you guys remember when Aqua Team Hunger Force they had that bomb scare. They had an advertising campaign where these like people from Cartoon Network used to put on these little things that were from Aqua Teen Hunger
Oh
Force.
yeah, it was like one of the first guerrilla marketing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so people started, they were like light boxes, that had like a logo on it, but people thought they were bombs because they looked so weird. And so like, this is a video I made for it because like people were having like freaking out about it. That green character is the character they put over there. Look how skinny I used to be.
Yeah, what happened?
You look good.
That's when I was single.
Got to get into fighting shape then.
Yeah.
See, we paused it.
Is this the same guy who was kind of fucking that cat?
No, that was Ari Shafir. This is Duncan.
Brian! What the fuck? Brian! Brian, there's a fucking bomb! There's a fucking bomb on your TV! This is not fucking funny. God, Brian! What the fuck, man? God damn it, I'm calling the fucking police. It's fucked!
And that's what people actually did when they saw that advertisement. They called the police and said there was a bomb underneath a bridge, and it was just the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Hello? Yeah, hello? Yeah, there's a post-September 11th bomb in my TV. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's fucking glowing. It's glowing. It's got to be a bomb. Just get some fucking cops over here. There's a fucking bomb! Brian!
I like that's all it took. Just one glance, like, oh.
And it was in Boston, by the way. That's why I said Boston. He got pootered.
God.
It's kind of embarrassing for people who called it a bomb.
They're please. I don't even want to
sorry.
get into it, but they got to be complete idiots.
The world is full of fucking morons.
Do you remember that at all, Ryan?
I do remember that.
I don't.
I do remember that. So I'm dating someone that's so old that I had to explain to them what
By the
a
way,
gift
he's our
was
age.
today.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. He's our age. Go
He's
ahead.
not. He's
Go
older.
on.
Okay, well, he's less internet savvy and less cool. Because I had to explain to him what a
That's pretty
GIF
bad.
was today.
Yeah, it's
A
ridiculous.
GIF.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Like an animated GIF?
So I sent him like a bunch of.
You told me he was a doctor. Is he lying to you? Is he pretending to be a doctor?
Well, he's
doesn't
my
know what a GIF is.
actual doctor, so
He
I
knows the
really
body,
hope he's
Jeff.
an actual doctor.
He knows the body.
That's crazy to actually have your doctor be
You
the person you
can't-
hook up. You can't. That's like seems wrong.
You can't not know what a GIF is.
You can.
Yeah, so I sent him a bunch of like sexy gifts because like I'm trying to get it in tomorrow and I
Whoa,
want to
whoa,
like
whoa,
get
whoa,
his
whoa.
mind in the mood.
So really?
Why are
when
you
you're dating-
trying?
When you're dating somebody, you actually go, "Hey,"
I'm
it's
gonna
like a
send-
little bit of foreplay through the internet.
I
Wow.
can't even discuss how
Cool.
weird that. Like,
No, that's actually kind of nice, Jeff.
would you send me some sexy gifts? I
I
mean, what would
would.
you send me?
I would. I'd send you stuff.
It's a good gift. I'll show it to you guys. It's a sexy gift.
Is it of Dan?
No.
Oh, well,
Okay.
maybe you should send him stuff that's not of you.
No, it's
Well,
not
are
of
you
me.
sending
No, it's
him
not
gifts
of
to
me.
you?
I just
That'd
sent
be
him.
kinda cool.
Is it animated?
Yeah.
And is it naked?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we can't.
There's
show
a
it,
Spider-Man one on. Did you guys see that one?
Yeah.
Is that sexy and
That's
animated?
nice.
It's pretty funny.
That's a good
it's
one.
like how do I ever thank you? And we can't show it on here, but
Oh,
it's kinda
okay.
funny.
Yeah, but I think it's weird that you're even having to try, Ryan. You're one of those girls that shouldn't have to do anything, and then you're in
Okay,
charge, and it's
so-
like, hey,
Brian,
Doc,
I agree.
my
This is
pussy's wet. What
what
the fuck?
happens.
Get over here and bring me some toys.
Is that either they treat me like a piece of ass and they're like, yeah, I can just throw it in whenever because, you know, she's like down to fuck. Which I am, but you have to be nice to me too or I'm going to cut you off.
Jeff.
Jesus Christ.
Listen.
And so it's either that or I date someone who's like who like takes me out to nice dinners and is like
That's
really
nice,
nice
too,
to
though.
me and like
Hey,
You
I
need
took
to
you to Noir.
you did take me to
That was
Noir.
nice, Brian.
You did.
I didn't get shit.
You didn't get anything?
Nothing.
You got invited to my party where there was awesome party.
Yeah.
That was a good party.
awesome. She had a
There's-
wine and cheese party, and
I missed
Ryan
that.
has the
I
best
wanted
parties.
to go to that. I was so bummed. It was like the guest list looked phenomenal.
She had girls that were just trying on different costumes of hers. So there was like nurses would walk out, and you know, like Wonder Woman would walk out, and they're all just giggling and rolling around in beds and stuff.
To our new friendship with Ryan.
And also my favorite was the girl that put on my entire cowboy sequin costume with the chaps, which all chaps are assless, so I don't
Really?
need to say just the chaps, and did a walk through the whole apartment there and back.
That was nice.
So no, I was-
Does Brian behave himself while he's at these things?
Brian,
I
you
was-
two hung out. You guys were very, very behaved.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
good.
this was the gift that I sent him.
I don't know if you can show it nudity, but
No, I'm just showing it to you.
I just see shapes. I think that's okay. That looks
That's
friendly.
fucking hot,
It's
right?
actually
Hot as
less
fuck.
clear than the Tarzan thing.
Yeah. So you go, hey. So basically, you're saying
So he sent me a link because to some
sent
like
you
we
a
went
link,
out to a
like-
party and like there were some pictures of us from like one of the party photographers and like
it's like look at this.
so I sent
gift.
it back, you know. So I just sent him back a GIF, and I'm like, you know, and he's like, and he's like, what is that? I'm so confused. So I sent him like, I'm like, oh, just some sexy GIFs, and I sent him like a whole bunch more links, and he's like, GIFs? What is that? He's like, oh, these girls. He's like, girls I like, girls I fucked. Like, what is that?
Girls I fucked.
But he thought that I was sending him. Like,
Here's the thing about a GIF. Even I know you don't have to have a special program. It just
No, it just
plays.
plays.
It just
Just
does
plays.
it.
I'm a little troubled that he wrote back, "Are these girls I've fucked?"
no.
Yeah.
He thought that girls that I had fucked.
Oh.
He's like,
Well,
oh,
that-
what are these girls? Are these your girl?
Well,
are
that's
these your
that's
gal
reasonable.
pals?
That's
Or,
very
like, what's going on? So I had to explain it to him today, and I was the whole time I'm just like, you're so old.
why are you doing it
So
then?
old.
You're just doing
Yeah.
it for the money?
Good
The
question.
money? No, I'm not getting married.
No, but then
He's
why?
40, he's 48, never been married. no
Wait.
kids.
Can we just stop for a second?
Have you kissed him?
Are you
Yes.
in it for the money? I'm not getting married. Those were not two. Those two questions didn't have anything to do with each other.
Ryan is not your typical girl, so all the
I'm
regular
in
questions
it for
don't
the
apply.
fact that he puts out once a week like clockwork.
Okay, well
Does
that's
he do a
That's
good job of it?
awesome.
Does he
That's
do-
fucking awesome. If I could get
is
like,
that a lot?
dude, because most
enough.
people in LA flake.
I like it at night
So-
before I go to bed and in the morning when I wake up.
So I was sleeping with someone, and it was they would make a sex date with me, and it was a 1 out of 4 chance that they would actually show up. 1 out of 4 chance
Whoa, whoa.
Whether they would even show up.
that they'd even show up. So like,
That's just rude.
This is weird.
I don't want to call people out publicly.
Okay,
What?
don't. Because
But
remember,
once a
the last
week.
podcast I saw with you guys, Jeff was a little out of control.
Well, that's because Ryan got me drunk before I came on.
Oh, well, it's Ryan's fault.
Yeah.
It's always my fault. Why do you think I feed you guys liquor? Now tell me.
Wait. How was the Dave podcast?
Yeah.
He gave
Dave rocked it. I saw that.
Did he get drunk too? I haven't seen it yet.
No, I don't think Dave was drunk, but he was on a rant.
He gave insight into the truth
Everything.
behind everything. Yeah. Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, I listened to that, and then we saw Stan Lee this last weekend.
Did you slap the
at
old
Heroes
man?
Again. I was like, I've heard some stories now, Stan.
Wait, what do you mean you heard?
What?
No, I heard
What?
all those.
Truth holder?
Whoa,
What?
Excelsior. I like Stan.
I didn't touch Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy Palmiotti has agreed to come on next time and do a Stan Lee
boy.
impersonation,
He
and
does a
then
great one.
He's great.
He's fooled a lot of people with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy's phenomenal.
so I just met Jimmy Palmiotti. Was it Monday night?
Yep.
Monday night because you were supposed to be there in New
No,
York.
it's Tuesday.
Tuesday night
Yeah.
with the girl from T3, Christiana.
Very attractive.
Christiana Loken.
Is that
Loken,
her?
yeah. I am afraid
and
of her.
and Dave's personal trainer.
And Dave's personal
Who's
trainer.
also a badass.
Yeah, super hot.
Yeah.
Super,
Tough.
super hot.
She's
Got
whipped Dave
abs.
into shape.
Dave looked. I mean,
He looks great.
Dave Johnson's
he
the
looked
best cover
great
artist in
before.
business.
Yeah.
He looks great.
I mean, I'm not trying to sell, to oversell it, but
No, but
Dave,
everybody who sees Dave now goes. The first thing out of their mouth is, "You've lost weight." You look, and Dave gets a little.
and the second thing out of their
frustrated.
mouth is, yum.
Yum, I want you.
Yeah. Bit of
Like-
that happens.
But no,
I like
she
Dave,
looked.
but I don't want to have sex with him. I think he's awesome, but like
What
he's
if he
just not
shaved
my
his
type.
beard?
That might help.
Interesting.
He might have to get rid of the cargo pants too.
Cargo.
Well, you should take him shopping. He's
So
up
these
to
are
that.
fashion issues more than anything else.
I don't think he
those
wears
can
the
be-
cargo pants anymore.
These can be addressed.
No,
don't
he
think
was
no.
wearing them the other day.
He was.
Yeah, no,
No,
he doesn't wear cargo shorts anymore. Now he wears
I
the
don't
cargo
think I've ever
pants.
seen Dave in
That's
shorts.
not fair. That
No
never
one's- he doesn't
happened.
wear shorts.
Nobody does that.
He's got
Wear
great-
cargo shorts.
He does,
Okay,
Dave
I
does
have been
have great legs,
doing.
so.
They are hot.
Wait, are you talking about the ones
guy
that
you
have like
just
all the
met.
pockets?
Yeah.
Those
Sometimes
Are
you
those
gotta
bad?
carry shit.
Yes.
All right, I didn't know
Those
that.
aren't bad.
I switched recently to like wearing really baggy like skater pants.
Yes.
Shorts lately.
How were those different?
Those are different. Those aren't.
Like, I'm wearing some right
style.
now,
Let me
but-
see. Can you stand up?
What are you carrying? What do you got on you?
Those work. Oh, and they're like Bermuda shorts, but they're baggier.
Yeah, they're super baggy. Like they fall down sometimes when I put my wallet in it.
That's good.
Well, that's not so good if you're in the wild.
I've been going and working out, and I finally got like these huge.
That's me
like,
that you're smelling.
basketball.
No, I
shorts.
keep I keep itching into my armpit, and then I realize that I'm doing this like live on camera, and I'm like,
Why are you
this
doing
is
it?
probably not
Well,
a
what's
good-
your tattoo? What is that?
It's an elephant.
It's not pink.
Where is
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. I thought all elephants were pink.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, but
You're still grasping, though, right?
Now, is it your elbow is never going to forget something? Like, what's the?
There's a story.
Yeah, it's
Somebody's thinking about your elbow.
someone's
right
always-
now. That's so funny because there is at least 100 people probably thinking about your elbow right now while their dick is in their hands.
And that shoulder. There's like a shoulder fetish
Should I,
site.
I go back to scratching my armpit.
That's its own.
And then we'll cut to Jeff scratching his armpit.
Rule 34.
Kind of good.
No, it's not as hot.
It's not as good.
No.
Jeff and I have a. Let's go talk about some of our.
There's no need to do that. There's no.
Wait, what? No,
Jeff and
you
I have known each
opened
other
that
since-
door. Now walk through it.
We've known each other since we were kids.
I've
and
seen Dan naked too many times.
too often.
Did you guys just play doctors together?
Not
Well,
like you did, Brian.
no, yeah.
So Brian's stories of playing doctor are the absolute best.
What would you wear the whole?
No, he had a whole operation going. This guy was an operator.
I just stuck pencils in girls' vaginas and smelled them and stuff.
smelled them. And
Wait,
he-
that's not sanitary. There's no way.
He's a doctor. He was a doctor.
What was
So
the
it's
medical
okay.
procedure that you would say you were doing?
It was very early, like I guess how we tricked girls like to say we were doctors just so we could smell their vagina juice. You know, so it was just
were
like
juicy?
it was just early man.
How old were you?
Are you still like a panty sniffer?
11, 10.
No, he was a pencil
I
sniffer.
was a panty sniffer back in the day. Like like if
Did you have any like residual like panty sniffing
I mean, we've
urges?
all had our phases.
what?
Back in the
Residual
day.
panty sniffing urges?
Well, I think I grew up as a pervert. Like I think most guys probably grew up a pervert, but I don't know if they talk about it. I was like a big pervert. Like I had a thing where like my babysitter used to. Like if after she went to the bathroom, I would like sniff the toilet seat just to see smell her butt. I mean, like creepy shit. But she was also molesting the fuck out of me at the time, so I was just really into my babysitter. She was hot.
It was like a chicken egg thing.
Yeah,
I was actually molested by my babysitter. And
Well,
I
everyone-
never really minded.
Yeah, no.
You know,
I mean,
it was great. If I could have come to my
universal.
Oshkosh, I would have. Like it would have been amazing.
How
But
old were you?
I'd probably say like 10 or 11.
How old was she?
Like 16, 17. And I just remember she was hot, and she would sit there and watch TV and play with herself.
God.
And I would just like see it because I was smart as a 10 for perverts and stuff like that. And so then like I would be like, hey, how you doing? And like I would sit on the side of the couch.
What's up?
Very smooth.
I would sit by her feet on the couch, and then like like I want to play Fort, and then like I'd go underneath her like she had a blanket on her legs, like covering up while she was masturbating, and then so I like go in there and just like put my head on her crotch, and then I would turn around and just have my face on her crotch, and she would like push my face into her crotch, like rub my face against her crotch, and then I'd just like go up and kiss her boobs, and she'd like open up her boobs and I'd just kiss. I'm like, she never really like did anything to me, but she just let me molest the fuck out of her pretty much. God. And it was hot. And I have like a bit about it in my act where like now I'm friends with her on Facebook, which is 100% true, and she has a family and kids. And I was really wasted one night, and I was really going to like write something on her wall, and I didn't, but in my bit I did. I wrote on her wall in my bit, I wrote, I hope you babysit your kids as good as you babysat me.
Oh, that's rough.
Nice.
That's a
but,
Well, I mean, you got to learn.
Yeah.
You got to learn from somebody.
Actually, it's probably a very kind and gentle experience.
Well, your babysitter was...
No, not like that.
How did you get molested by your babysitter?
I was just playing doctor. They'd like, I don't know, her and her girlfriends would like just put me up on like a little table or whatever, and
her and her friends.
Yeah.
So was there like...
It was just like her and her girlfriend, and
like how many? Like just two of them?
Just two. So, Jeff, your eyes are all going.
Well, I'm very curious now because most of us only get one babysitter molesting us, but somehow you...
I didn't have like the Brian experience where it was just kind of like carte blanche. I was more like
you were like alien probed.
Yeah, it was like alien probed, but I was just like, you know what, these girls are very attractive. Even at that age, I was like,
how old were you?
I was probably like 5 or 6.
See, I was babysat by my big sister and her friends, so things never got sassy.
She never molested you?
No.
Never kissed you on your pussy?
No. I did dry hump my best friend a lot, though. We used to play...
I love that this is a comic book podcast. right. Hey, kids, you like Batman? Dan used to draw Batman. Now listen to him on a podcast.
You guys are the ones that brought beer. I get a fucking sicko when I get drunk. I'm like, I have not ate yet today. I've just had beer.
Well, this is why I always bring beer, because if anything else, I'm going to have a good time and shit's going to get weird.
Yeah, it's true. Jeff, were you ever molested as a child?
Everyone was molested.
But by your babysitter. I don't want to hear other weird stuff.
I actually was not molested as a child.
Not at all?
Ryan's the weird one in this group, apparently.
What if we find out that all porn stars are just the ones that haven't been molested?
I mean...
No, I wasn't molested. Strippers are molested.
A great study.
Strippers are the ones that are molested with daddy issues. Porn stars are the ones with mommy issues.
Oh,
I have some fucking issues.
She dug her head. Oh wait, I met your mom. I can't.
Isn't she awesome? Now we're close. Now I'm good friends with her. But
is she hot? Is she super hot?
Or is it?
What do you say, Redban?
She's a MILF, and she kept on like dropping her car keys and making Ryan pick him up for her. Like she's like, pick those up for me, Ryan. And,
What are you talking about? That didn't happen.
Wow. I think it happened.
My mom's.
You're so trained at this point, Ryan. You don't even remember.
Drive me to the airport. Pick up my car keys.
Yeah. Fold those clothes.
Yeah. It's just odd.
I didn't get enough attention as a child.
Oh, your mom seemed very nice, but she also watched my comedy, and I think I was too dirty for her, and it was kind of uncomfortable, a little, because I was like nervous that she had to watch me, and because I could imagine my mom watching me.
She never
so my mom made you uncomfortable?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. My mom loved Joe Rogan's act, and she loved what's his face? The drunk one. Brendan Walsh. She loved their acts, but everyone else, she's like, I don't know, they're a little inappropriate. She loved the girl
that included Brian.
That included Brian, yeah.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen to me last night. Unfortunately, I did a show at the Melrose Improv, and a lot of those shows, when I found that like if you have a show and they're not there to see you, they're just going to see comedy, which is what the show was. It wasn't like people were there to see me; they were just there to see comedy. And a lot of the tickets are free. It's what they call a papered room and stuff like that. So I realized halfway through it, and this is the second time this has happened this month, where I'm like, all right, I'm just disgusting and inappropriate for this crowd of people. So then today I made myself like, I am now writing all PG like material for 10 minutes. I'm ready to write a 10-minute set. I'm going to call it my Lino act. And if that ever happens,
Hit me with
then
switch
something.
it.
Yeah.
Hit me with something.
We talked about this the other night.
It's like draw me something. You can't just hit a comedian like make me laugh.
No. I'm not. We're not saying like. But if you have a project in mind, right?
Okay.
Like how would you do the clean? Because you were saying you had some Spider-Man material and you were going to do it clean, but it would turn out it was your dirtiest material.
Oh no, that was actually my my pet material where I have 3 pets and
I saw what you did to your pet.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, by the way,
Wow. Yeah.
Just weird.
So today I got really, really stoned, and I decided to try to write clean material, and it's impossible. Like I am the worst at making.
People
clean
do
material.
it.
And
It's been done before,
right? Like one of the brilliant things I came up with, stoned. I wrote, I smelled a flower today, and a bug crawled in my nose and farted, or I farted on a bug and put it on a flower to cover it up and forgot. Which that doesn't even make any sense at all.
It's like kind of.
There's a kernel in there. I think there's a joke in there.
Yeah, right. I can't do it. So now I'm kind of freaking out. So I think I need to just like hang out like at Toys R Us.
Or with your old babysitter.
Because that's not suspicious.
You did go to
at Toys R Us.
Maybe just not take those venues anymore. Just if your agent goes, we got this line.
Agent? Who has agents? I don't have agents.
No, I don't know.
You did come to my party, and it was called Posture and Dignity.
That's right.
Your party had a theme?
Posture and Dignity.
Wow.
It was a wine and cheese mixer, I'll have you know.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
There's little sandwich things that you got from Trader Joe's. Or
We've offended Jeff Johnson.
He's got
he's out of here.
He's got a masturbate.
It's too much. It's too much talk.
It's too exciting. Too exciting.
I want a cam in that bathroom of yours, Brian.
Oh, don't
You
we
guys are
all?
so dirty.
The Ryan seat cam only works when she just lifts up her butt a little to readjust, you know? So
Really?
Yeah, because it's too dark.
Wait, what?
What? The Ryan, here, we'll go to the Ryan seat cam. So you can't see anything. It's just black, but try to adjust a little.
Oh my god!
There's a secret camera.
that?
There is a secret camera.
Are you like, you have
Here's the
have
weird
a
thing.
panty cam rigged up?
No, it's on the seat. You're sitting on the camera.
Are you?
Wow. What if it?
Ryan, I'm doing it with my hand.
And here I thought you had a camera. Like maybe that's.
That did look like your sweet little butthole, though, didn't it?
My butthole is very sweet.
It looked like aspects of something.
Oh, so I had the weirdest fucking day today. So I was approached for a modeling gig for a brand new lingerie company, and they wanted to shoot like a more sensual. Instead of doing like a catalog lingerie shoot, they wanted it to be more like a penthousey, like more of a sexy lingerie shoot.
It's weird. To
And they
combine those two things.
also.
It's odd.
Totally odd. So also they are making, those pearl panties where it's like a waistband and then you have like a string of pearls that goes like around your lady bit so that like the friction over it massages your sensual areas. So what I didn't realize in this fitting is that the person that owns this company is a transsexual. Oh. So I had a transsexual come over to my apartment and like the most normal tranny I've ever met in my entire life. But that's like saying
I thought that was a chick.
Well, she is a chick.
Yeah.
It was on her driver's license. She showed me.
Okay.
She showed me her man driver's license from like 10 years ago, and then she showed me her lady driver's license. So I have this tranny who I realize is somewhat of a perv coming over and adjusting the pearl string on the lingerie that I'm about to model next week, making sure that the big pearl like perfectly fits into my butthole to massage me. It was a really weird day, and then the tranny was all like, and then the tranny was like, "Well, I'm also designing a line of transsexual undergarments for cross dressers and for people that love women's lingerie but need to be slightly fitted." And so she lifts up her skirt and just shows me her tranny penis and her sheer panties.
What it tastes like?
Now, what is a tranny penis?
Does that turn you on? Like when it's a tranny penis?
That tranny did not turn me on.
There have been.
She was awesome.
There
She
have
was
been
totally
trannies that have turned
Well,
you on.
I've always wanted to have sex with a transsexual because my sexuality is very fluid, except for the fact that most transsexuals.
Would you have sex with Chaz?
I think they all have HIV.
Oh, no.
Well, if you want to have baby steps, you can always sleep with me first, and I'll get you used to the tranny
Is this
experience.
because you have bitch shits?
What about Chaz?
Big areolas. It's all big areolas.
Really?
Oh, dude, I have my
Andy
my
Dick
areolas
tried to see him.
feels-
Andy Dick wanted a gander at them.
No.
And Brian wouldn't show him.
That's
Really?
right. I'm very shy.
Let me see your nipples.
No,
Andy
I'm
Dick-
very-
Let me
I'm
see
not
your
showing Andy
nipples.
Dick
No.
anything. That's just dangerous.
Andy Dick's a friggin' maniac.
He's powerful.
Yes,
Strong.
I don't know
Strong
about powerful. I don't know.
Strong.
Did you get molested by Andy Dick?
No, but the dude is very funny.
That would be a good story.
I'll show
I
you
want
my
to see
nip-
Rogan get molested by.
I know that
by
would
Andy.
be funny. He won't do another podcast with him on. I
He
think that'll be
won't
the
because
funniest
of,
thing.
Because of that last one.
Well, he doesn't think it's funny as
That was
as
hilarious.
America thinks.
that
it's
was
funny.
a really funny podcast. I really like that
I missed
one.
that one.
Okay, show me your nipples.
Ryan, if you sit on my thumb for 3 seconds,
Which hole?
3.
the vagina thumb. If you sit on my thumb just for 10 seconds,
The
then I'll
classic-
show you my big areola nipples.
The classic.
When was the last
vagina
time you?
thumb.
No, you've been smoking. Gross.
I will wash my hand with Crystal Geyser
Yeah,
and
very high.
LA Speedweed.
That sounds like a fair
I
compromise.
am very sorry that your all-in-one got broken at my party. I didn't hear about that until
Oh,
the next
that's all
day.
right. I have millions of them, all in
Yeah.
one ease.
We broke paraphernalia. The cops came. So the best part about the party that I had Saturday night is that my upstairs neighbors were also having a party, and my upstairs neighbors are also involved in a dodgeball league. So they were like the less hot, rowdier party that was upstairs.
They were raging.
First
were
of all,
raging
seriously,
upstairs.
dodgeball league.
Yeah, apparently. So
Wow.
they were having a raging party. So the security kept coming, and I'm like, and I kept opening the door. I'm like, look, this is a wine and cheese mixer. Pay no attention to the girls.
They're like rowdy lunatics. Hey, dodgeball guys.
guys.
So I kept sending them upstairs, and the cops came. I'm blackout drunk at this point.
At
This is-
at that cool apartment, the cops came in there.
Yeah.
So the cops can't come to my apartment. So
No, they gotta
security
ring them-
kept
they gotta
coming
ring
in,
them.
being all like, "You guys need to close the windows," like blah blah. And I kept being all like, "It's the people upstairs. Like we're very classy. Look at my classy friends. We're listening to jazz music. This is a wine and cheese party." Blah blah blah.
Pay no attention to the woman dressed in chaps.
Jeff, were you at this party? No. Okay.
You were, but you left.
You left before that happened.
left before-
Anything chaps happened.
I missed the
You
chaps.
missed the chaps?
Yeah.
That happened fairly early on. You missed the chaps?
I thought I saw it, but maybe we were at that bar.
We were at Casey's.
Yeah, we were at Casey's.
You guys left to go to Casey's?
Yeah. We were at
You guys left my party to have a mandate?
we were at Casey's, and they had like a book tearing
Oh
band.
God!
Yeah,
Yeah, that
there's-
Fahrenheit 451 thing. Like Ray Bradbury just died. We're so angry about it.
Yeah.
How did you know? How did you know that was happening? That was a real thing.
Was it really?
Yeah, they tore books up and threw them in the air, and we're like, what the?
Why are all these books?
What's
being torn
going
down?
on? I missed the point. Good band, though.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
It was a
You
good
guys left my party to go on a mandate.
No.
You guys had hangouts.
No,
Yes, yes,
I mean,
you did.
Stuff happens,
Yes.
but that's not the same
What
thing. as
happened? What happened that you left my party to go on a mandate?
We
went
met
on-
up with a friend.
Yeah, there's stuff. There was. I mean,
Oh boy. I wouldn't leave the party, Ryan.
This is why I love you more than these two. On the list of people I love right now, Dan Panosian is topping the list in this room.
Because I would stay at the.
he usually does. He's usually higher up on the list than I am. Wait, so we came here to talk about comics,
books.
Yes.
right? Like,
Wait. Oh,
it's-
I did have a funny Ryan story. So Ryan has never been to Kunakaniya in Little Tokyo, so we have to take.
It's
her
not
there.
as dirty as it sounds.
It sounds. It's a phenomenal bookstore, like a Japanese bookstore, but they have a huge manga, anime, and comic book store.
I've decided I'm going to
It's
start
a-
watching more anime, so this is perfect.
This
love
is
it.
perfect timing. So we can, and then we'll have to go to Curry House, my favorite
Curry House is
restaurant.
the best. Yeah,
Afterwards.
absolutely.
I love Curry House also. It's open
This is
24
great.
hours a day.
This is phenomenal.
I think.
Yeah.
Wait. Maybe I'm
I
thinking
don't know
of
about
something
this
else.
one. I don't know about this.
I
one.
vote that we all blow off drink and draw and go to Curry House.
I'll do that.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, done.
What about you, Redban?
I'm in.
Idea is snap.
Oh, you and your
Brian has like
plans.
6 other like
Plans.
podcasts.
Yeah, there's a
And there's a
million
gr-
more celebrities to deal with tonight.
And then somebody's gonna
Yeah, there's the
take
real
him up on the
celebrities.
thumb offer.
There's real celebrities to talk to later.
I need to find a thumb offer.
There's
girl.
going to be a thumb offer at some point tonight.
I'll let you put your thumb on my butthole over the panties.
No.
Over the panties?
Over the panties. I'm sorry. I'm a classy broad, okay?
Let me just.
How is this a negotiation?
That actually does sound like a reasonable negotiation. That's out of
There's
every
nothing reasonable about that.
Jeff, out of all the negotiations you have during the day, that's a good negotiation to have. That's something good to
Oh,
discuss.
absolutely. It's a better negotiation than the ones you're typically involved in. But still, it doesn't seem reasonable.
All right. How about finger over the panties, but over vagina, and I get to go real quick.
Just make the sound effect.
Yeah, the sound effect go like I'm giving you like that no finger, but
All right.
I would agree to this, but I think that what would
Love
happen
it.
is the thing that happens when you try to teach me how to fly.
oh, you just want to fuck
I just
and go
fall
all the
down.
way?
Yeah, just
Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to
Landing.
fly. Fuck me.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
Ryan Cirque Slay stuff is not that good.
No. No.
It was good. It was good as a viewer. Like if you're in the audience and you have good seats.
Did I even try flying, or was it just Megan that flight? So we needed to not talk about this random party that we were all at.
Yeah.
So
it's an interesting night, though.
So here's the thing about.
I need to bring on guests that I don't know as well, because as much as
Yeah,
I
there's too much history.
True.
So
So
Jeff,
we're
Jeff
doing-
wanted to
so
talk
we're doing-
about Frank Miller's Daredevil issue. With
No, they're
the,
fantastic. But we're
Born
doing
Again.
a Derek Robertson episode soon, right? Is like he's going to come on? Is that a thing?
I've heard about this for like six
Derek
Muff
Robert,
Saids.
I can't read about. He just sent me an email with advanced pages of the project that he's doing with Grant Morrison, and every time I look at it, I get too excited to read it.
What if he sent you a Derek Robertson GIF that was similar to the ones?
Or
that
right,
you
like a
sent your
Derek
friend?
Robertson GIF. I can arrange that.
Yeah, we could totally.
We
arrange
can.
that.
I mean, we can make that happen.
That might be a little too. That might be too sexy.
What if it involved Jeff?
What if it, no, that's pointless.
I'd
But
like
like
to
a
see
young Derek Robertson, because I have old pictures.
That's actually not as good as current Derek.
No,
Robertson, in
young
my
Derek
opinion.
Robertson is like he's got this full hair.
Listen,
like
here I have a Derek Robertson story that he's not going to want to hear if he ever listens. to
No,
this
I don't
podcast.
Give
You
us
want
the
me to-
story. Give
no,
us the story.
not
Yes.
one
When
that he doesn't want to hear.
I don't mind. Derek
Go.
doesn't care.
I want to hear the story.
When I first met Derek Robertson, I was at a Comic-Con, and I was just friends with Jeff for a year, and he probably was, if he could redo it, we probably wouldn't be friends, but we were friends. Jeff somehow, it was before Comic-Con was completely crazy. It was still tough to get a room. So Jeff's room that he had reserved didn't come through. So they're like, oh, well, the only thing
Are
we
you
have
talking
is
about the presidential suite?
yeah,
one?
the only thing we
that
have
was
is the
awesome.
presidential suite. And Jeff's like, all right, well, that'll do because I'm really upset here. And I had a room reserved. So we get
That was the best.
So Jeff gets this amazing 2-story room with a piano in it. And, of course, all the comic people, like all the Marvel Comics editors and comic book artists, like, are all coming to this party. I think even Jim Lee stopped by.
Oh, no, it was huge.
It was a big deal. And so Derek's there, and he sees this piano. And comic book guys, the whole reason we started Drink and Draw, we don't get out much. So now we had an audience. He had a live audience, and I'm there, and fresh out of Florida. And I see Derek, and all of a sudden, he's at the piano, and he looks a little bit like a very young Billy Joel. And sure enough, he's playing Sing Me a Song on the Piano Man.
He did.
And it kind of killed it for me. But I was so drunk, it didn't matter.
Well, I mean,
But he was like, sing me a song.
But
on
he
the
did it well. The only thing that I think
And
was,
everyone's like, and Jeff's such a sweetheart. He was like, oh, sing it, Derek.
well, no, I mean, yes, it
Was
was.
he not good at singing?
No, he's great.
No, he's
great.
fabulous at it. But
But it's like the only
But
thing.
he's
that I
like badass Derek Robertson.
no,
so-
he's well.
I think he's badass because I just read his
Here's
comic
like
books.
it's
not gonna.
Let's just be honest. It was disconcerting to walk in and see someone playing Piano Man. It's a little bit stereotypical.
He really got into it.
But here's the thing that I found more upsetting is we went to San Diego one year, and we all wound up staying in the hotel that the week, just the very
Oh yeah, that was an interesting time.
yeah, the week before happened to
It was
be
Gay Pride
It was
week.
Gay Pride,
and San Diego Comic-Con.
right? So they were coinciding. We happened to be staying at the hotel that
You're not
was
gonna-
the center.
Story about the dildo.
No, I'm
are
not.
you?
I'm not telling the dildo story.
Okay.
But but so we all come downstairs, and Ron Garney, who we don't know plays piano.
Ron Garney looks like he's like a destroyer
He's
of
an
men.
he's an MMA jiu-jitsu, like
He actually has his own jiu-jitsu studio in Connecticut.
So he's playing his own songs on piano in this gay
And he used to be
mecca, and we're like, oh, that's
he was. It's just strange. We're taking it out of context, but this big brute of a man
Right.
is playing piano,
It's
and
like
he's
if
got
you-
like fans around him that aren't
Right.
comic book people.
It's like
that
if you came downstairs and you were on your way to the bar to go get dinner, and the Hulk was playing a
yeah,
violin,
that's what it was.
and you'd be like, oh, I didn't know the Hulk played
We're like, here's
violin.
another talent this man has. He's very talented.
See, that makes me reinforces why Dolph Lundgren is my dream man.
Does he play violin?
No, he's a scientist.
Well, I don't know if he's a scientist,
No,
but
he
he has
was-
a degree. He has a degree, like a master's degree in
Yeah.
psychology.
Yeah.
Or was it psychology or was it a
And
science? of
honestly,
some
he
kind?
beat the shit out of Rocky.
Yeah,
He tried
totally.
to. Not
No,
at the
he
end.
did- he
got
did.
the
He
shit
did.
beat out of
He
him.
did.
He kicked his ass.
You can't
And he
use
didn't
computers
realize
to
he
fight-
ruined his heart.
You can't use
'Cause he
computers
broke his
to fight
ribs.
Rocky. Use computers.
Oh, Sylvester.
Okay, is it weird that that's my favorite Rocky movie?
No, my favorite one, and everybody hates this one, is the one with Tommy Morrison. That's a badass Rocky. The first one and that one are the best. Tommy Machine Gun Morrison. He's actually John Wayne's nephew.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Brian, do you
I think I've
follow
seen 1,
that
3,
at
and
all?
4.
Did you see that?
Which Rocky was it?
It was Rocky
Did I?
5.
Oh, I don't
Rocky
think I saw
5. So Rocky loses everything, and he's like,
Weird.
you know what, Adrian, we got to open a gym. That's the only thing I know. And so that's not a good slow.
No,
I'll leave the. It
was better than mine.
Yeah. So he opens this gym, and this corn-fed tough guy Tommy Morrison comes in and needs guidance, and Rocky guy helps him out, and ultimately they have to fight at the end. But it's a really good, it's a good story. I'm gonna start crying now.
I like the one where he's fighting Clubber Lang in
That's Rocky 3.
Rocky 3.
Yeah.
Where the montage where him and Apollo Creed are like frolicking in the water in the tummy topper shirts.
What are you talking about?
There's the training montage, and Apollo Creed is training him,
That's nice.
and then they're both like splashing in the waves, and they're
Well, they gotta have fun too. I mean,
You gotta get clean.
that's when they're running on the beach and they're
Yes.
like, let's take a little break for a second and frolic.
Champagne.
Those were great. All 80s movies
And beignets.
followed that format where they would.
No,
it was time to get down to business.
The
like
learning
even,
montage comes from 36 Chamber of the Shaolin. That's where it comes
Really?
from.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That's where the first one happened.
Yes, absolutely. You're 100% right.
Wow.
I know. What's
I
up?
don't know my kung fu.
You don't.
Jeff knows Jackie Chan.
I don't know him personally.
You read the comic book.
I've seen the films.
Yeah. I've seen them all. Kevin McGuire, huge Jackie Chan.
Kevin can draw him really well, too.
He loves drawing them too much.
Kevin, an actual comic book person.
Yeah. He is the comic. I'm trying to keep.
Redban, why did you give me a show?
Brian, I'm doing my
Seriously?
best to keep bringing the comic book things back into play. Like Kevin McGuire loves Jackie Chan. We would work at his studio in New York, and we just have an endless supply of like Jackie Chan movies and work all through the night.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I was a comic book artist. The way that you,
Be a good
who
one.
were you living with when you had the trampoline in the backyard?
Ken Hooper, the guy who was
Super Hooper.
Super Hooper.
She would have liked him for reasons.
Also, a fantastic guitar player.
Well, we're not even talking about that.
Yeah.
Hooper had other.
Are you talking about
attributes.
putting out reasons?
No, well, I don't know about him putting out, but apparently they called him Super Hooper, and there was a reason for that.
They also come tripod. I mean,
That's what I'm talking about. The
Ow.
Hooper aspect.
Yeah.
I see. I like larger than average, but not huge.
I can't speak to it. All I know is that he was
Ryan.
He was a good comic book artist. He drew Aquaman. I was drawing. It was funny because I was drawing Wonder Man. He was drawing Aquaman, and so we were getting both the Marvel and DC. You used to get sent all the books that the company did, and so we'd get hundreds.
That doesn't happen anymore?
No, you're not. They don't do that anymore.
No.
Those are the glory days. Marvel used to be awesome to work for because every year there was a ski party, a Thanksgiving party, a Christmas party. Like there was just they made you feel
special,
valuable.
Alive.
Yeah, like you're working on something. Yeah, well, we get all the comics. We get hundreds of comics every month, and the kids would just show up on our door and be like, "Here's a box of comics."
And then Jeff would go, "I'd like to babysit you."
Yeah, exactly. Like, are your parents away this weekend?
Yeah. Actually, one of Jeff's inkers before I started inking him.
Oh yeah, that's why Dan got the job.
That's why I got the job.
One of my inkers was
one of his inkers went to
convicted
jail,
as
a child molester, and not cool. And I snuck.
What
in
are
there.
you searching on the internet?
It's probably Jeff's inker.
What are you doing?
Goes to jail. He was at Rikers.
Oh,
I was actually looking at the hot Russian girl on Rocky.
Do that.
Brigitte Nielsen.
It's way better than
All right.
child molesting comic book inkers.
Yeah.
She's so
Terrible
So who was
topic.
a child molesting comic book inker? Was he famous?
I can't. No, well, he was
say
as
his
famous
name.
as any comic artist inker
He
can
was
ever
not
be.
famous. He was notorious.
Well, apparently Jimmy Palmiotti is famous as an inker.
He was an inker at the time.
He's a great inker.
And now he's like this premier writer. He's actually
He did
pitching-
The Pro, which is one of my favorite books, and I'm so excited that he will, next time he's in town, come on this podcast.
Jimmy makes a lot of promises.
Jimmy also wrote that TV show. What was the
Yeah, but
That was
I got
Christiana was
tits.
on that. No,
Yeah. Painkiller Jane.
Painkiller
Yeah.
Jane.
Is that worth buying off of iTunes?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Okay.
Comic's good too.
All right.
His wife drew it.
You want to check out E3? We have an interview with Cliffy B. We can
Oh
take a look
yeah,
at
let's do that. This is our last bit of footage from E3.
that.
This is the Entertainment Electronics Expo for those of you that don't know.
At E3 with my old friend Cliffy B. How you doing, Cliff?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Good seeing you, buddy. So, big E3, you announced a new game.
Yeah, the inevitable prequel. We looked at how we were going to do it, and everyone wants Emergence Day, and we're like, yeah, there's no chainsaws in Emergence Day. Like, do Pendulum Wars, I'm like, there's no chainsaws and there's no monsters. Gears kind of needs monsters and chainsaws. So we figured out a time window shortly after E-Day when they first got their chainsaws, and it's kind of the prequel story for Damon Baird. He's kind of a sarcastic bastard. I was a little worried about using him, because he is that kind of sarcastic bastard, but it turns out that on the internet, people like that. Who'd have thought?
That's great. When's it coming out?
It's coming out in probably roughly about early 2013. 2013. Yeah, so I mean, trying to get a killer game out, because I think that console transition's coming up really soon.
You probably can't say. Have you played with it? You probably can't say anything.
I'm on NDA. If I say anything,
right.
green and red ninjas will descend upon me and hack me to legal pieces, man.
Yeah. Are you going to do any Nintendo? What is it? Wii U or whatever?
We haven't announced any specific involvement from our end, but Aliens Colonial Marines, the awesome Gearbox game, is running on that, and it looks cool, man. I'm curious to see what happens with this multi-screen stuff that's taking over everywhere. I mean, the logic right now from the Wii U and maybe from some other future endeavors is that hey, you're going to be looking at multiple screens. It's not enough to look at just one.
Right.
So fuck. All right, let's give them a screen to look at.
Right. I'm worried about the battery life though. It's I don't know if you saw. It's like 3 hours.
Really?
What people are saying, which is like, come on.
As long as they they give a backup cord that's long enough so I can actually sit on my sofa and I don't have to sit right in front of my fucking TV.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the original the PS3 cables were like 6 inches long. And you're like, all right, well I guess we're just gonna stop playing for the night. Right?
Yeah.
Everything's got to be wireless, man, all the time.
Have you walked around at all? Did you get to look?
I snuck around a little bit. I looked at Halo 4, which looked pretty tight. The new team there looks like it's really pulling it off. The multiplayer is super fucking deep. Then I was looking over at Dishonored.
Oh yeah,
it's that kind of Half-Life 2's art director with Harvey Smith, who is really overdue for a great, huge success. And it just looks like it's got that thief DNA all over it, right? Where you're hiding bodies and stuff. But then when he took the game and was like going the action route, he was really fucking shit up, and it felt great. And that's pretty much been it. I'm locked in a room that's about 30 degrees, doing interviews with people all day long. My toe. We're outside right now. My toes are finally thawing.
Yeah, there's a line just to get in. Has that been just from morning to
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing like if you were to own a club, right? You want there to be a line so there's some perception of it being popular, and everybody who has a game always wants to make sure they have a line. And so Microsoft has a great booth this year, and you were waiting over there by our line, and I'm like, dude, I can't come hang out by the line if we want to actually talk, because I have the fortunate problem of being visible with this stuff, and I always want to stop and say hey. Yeah. The funny thing was when we were on our fucking way over here, somebody stopped Brian and recognized him first, like, hey, big fan, Redban. I'm like, this is my conference, motherfucker. What's going on?
You even had a Death Squad shirt on, which was crazy.
Yeah, dude.
The Death Squad
but that's awesome. You've, I mean, steadily over the years built up your own brand. Like you and I were having that conversation a while back that all this nerdy shit that we were doing 10, 15 years ago, we're like, oh my god, nobody likes me. Now everybody's doing it, and suddenly it's cool. Yeah. And so we got to look out for the fake geeks. Yeah. The ones who are like, oh my god, I totally like Game of Thrones.
Right.
But did you read the books?
Nope, I'm not that hardcore. That's the real deal. That is the real deal.
Did you happen to see, I don't know, they have it every time, I think, but the history of the video game museum that they have here, where they have all the old systems. And
is that actually here?
Yeah, they have prototype games that,
I didn't know that was here, because I saw a Kickstarter project where these guys were basically trying to set up a permanent space for it, because they had it in like a storage unit or something. And I think it's one of those things that, got to see the art of rap last night, right?
Oh, right.
And Ice-T realized, he's like, the way rappers are about like, I hate that guy. Like, he's got to kind of bring them together and celebrate their history as an art form. And Chris Melisinos did that with the art of video games at the Smithsonian last year, which was a tremendous success. And so we need to celebrate and embrace our history, because it's all going digital. Mm-hmm. Before you know it, this shit's gonna be gone like Kaiser Soze.
Yeah. And it was really cool. It was really cool seeing all the different shit I forgot about. Like, I forgot about Rob, the robot.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, you didn't really have to use Rob. You just put the controller in, and it like went up and down and everything. And they had this great game back then where like it was the sleepy professor who sleepwalked.
Yes.
And you had to like guide him. It was like the or kind of like Lemmings, but with one lemming. In hindsight, it would have been better if it was Lemmings.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing all that old history.
Well, that was when Nintendo that's when Nintendo was at their best, is when they used the hardware to change the gameplay. That's my thing. I like my 3DS, but the 3D is cool, but it's not really like a game changer like the stylus or motion controls that really make you play differently, right?
Right.
So hopefully the Wii U does that.
Yeah, that's why I like the iPad. I think the iPad game is pretty great. Epic Games has great success with Infinity Sword.
You almost said Infinity Ward.
I know.
Infinity Blade, buddy.
Infinity Blade.
Well, the thing is there's a lot of games. There's the problem with the iOS is there's too many games on it. Right. Because everybody thinks it's a fucking gold rush now. Right. And for every game that makes it big, there's 4,000 that don't.
Right.
And Rovio made 51 games before they hit Angry Birds. And there's a ton of games that come out that make shitty touchscreen controls. Yeah. And that's one thing Donald Mustard gets that I work with him on is tap, swipe, watch. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this fake thumbstick thing. It just sucks, man. It doesn't work. You don't have the nuances of the sticks. You don't have really good friction, and your fingers just get tired. you get calloused, man. I shouldn't get calloused when I play my games.
Right. Are you doing a lot of gaming still, or are you just busy programming all day?
I'm all about online ordering, right? I can't wait for distance to go away.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. I love Amazon one-click. I'm a one-click, I'm like a rat with a feeder pellet on that. And Max Payne 3's out. Boom, one-click that. Amazon screws up, sends me the PlayStation version. I'm like, I'm more of an Xbox guy. I want my achievements and everything. My community's on my Xbox. So I haven't got my copy back. I'm going to jam on that when that comes back out. But the fiance and I, we're all about Minecraft right now.
Minecraft on Xbox?
No. Oh, yeah, on Xbox, yeah. Because on PC, it's really obtuse. Like, take these two...
That's all right.
Trying to adjust the volume of my voice. So it's like, on PC, take these 2 sticks and 2 bricks, and you can make a pickaxe. I'm like, what? Really? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And when you play the Xbox one, they have great tutorials, all the recipes are all laid out for you, and you can focus on what's interesting in that game is exploration and building structures. And I'll tell you, that thing is a fucking relationship tester. You're in a relationship. If you sign up for a marital license, you should be required to put 50 hours in Minecraft and Portal 2.
Yes.
And if you don't strangle each other, then you might just go the distance.
Yeah, I saw that Portal 2 actually was having some PS3 exclusive shit this time around.
Really?
Some new levels using the Move, though. And I can't believe they're still trying to use that little glow stick.
I'm kind of personally over a lot of the motion controls, man.
Yeah, I'm done with it, right?
Kinect's cool for some Dance Central and Fruit Ninja, and other than that, I mean, I don't really want a dancing Han Solo, do you?
No, I'm done. I just want to sit down and play video games. I don't want to dance around most of the time.
Yeah, it's okay to have that in a bucket if this is your workout program.
Right.
You know, maybe these motion controls are all about, you know, the insanity workout video game or Zumba fitness, and that's cool. And so let the little kids who have all the energy to jump around, you know, let me just get fat and sit on my sofa now, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm great. I'm happy that you have to go back in there, but I'm so happy that I got the chance to talk to you and see you. Are you in town for a while? Or are you going
I'm leaving Friday, man.
In
and out like a robbery, man. They got me fully booked. I'm happy that I was able to actually sneak aside to you, man.
Yeah,
good to see you.
Check out Cliffy. You can find him on Twitter. The Real Cliffy B. Is that what it is? The Real Cliffy B. Thanks, buddy.
So it is video.
When he talks about iPad game controls and touch and how intuitive they are, that for me is one of the biggest things. No, I do get excited because I play iPad games all day. And I've been trying to play the new SimCity because I played SimCity like a motherfucker growing up. And SimCity for iPad is not intuitive at all. And it drives me crazy. But where's this Heroes Call, so intuitive. Basically, it's like a really simple Fable that I can just like rock through and play like for 8 million hours.
You should try his game, Infinity Sword, which is on the iPad. It's a fighting game, but it's one of those games where like you go in and you just touch like as if you were where you want the sword to hit, or you block with a shield, and it's just done well. It's pretty fun for a fighting game if you're into a fighting game.
So it's not so much.
Do you ever play Soul Calibur?
Oh, that's a great game.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, that's cool.
It's so Soul Calibur, I think, is actually on the iPad. I think I just downloaded it, the original one. I might be thinking of a different game.
Infinity Sword.
Gauntlet.
All right, so that's the end of our show. Thank you for listening to Muff Said. We have the fabulous Jeff Johnson, who isn't anywhere on the internet. You can only have him here on Muff Said, so keep listening. We have Dan Panosian, who is at Urban Barbarian on the Twitters. I am Ryan Keely. I am at RyanKeely. It's my birthday. I have a wish list. Find it on Amazon. And Brian Redban is magical as always.
Yeah, if you're going to be at Comic-Con for 2012, me and Ryan are going to be there. But
yes.
Are you guys going to Trickster?
Trickster
is where the cool kids hang out. I'm telling you.
Well, we're actually going to be in the coolest thing at Comic-Con, which is the Death Squad show.
Ooh.
Nice. And the Death Squad show is July 13th, which is a Friday. And we have 2 shows. Tickets are on sale right now. You go to deathsquad.tv and click on the banner, or you can go to AmericanComedyCo.com. The following day, there's a Naughty show, and Tara Patrick's going to be there. And Joe Rogan's rumored to be at both of these things, maybe. He's about 50% there, so check it out.
I like this MC Chris song.
Yeah, and this is MC Chris closing us out. See you guys.